All right, so to recap from the last few sessions, it's been a minute. We've had a break. I got married. I went on a honeymoon. A lot of people traveled, and it's just been a while. So, as a refresher, I'm going to rewind us all the way back to leaving Shugalia. Y'all fled New Spectria, some of you prisoners, the others now certainly enemies of the state after you all staged a full-on prison break. We've lost some magic items, we've gained some new friends, new allies, and as you dropped from the floating city of New Spectria in a metal lobster to the soundtrack of a dubstep remix of Freebird, you landed in the sea. You cruised underneath the waters and had some conversations with each other, talked about the future plans of where you were going, what you would be doing. You've got Mayuri in tow, you've got Zane in tow, you've got Sledge's aunt Berthuni in tow. You fought a sea serpent while you were in the ocean and were able to flee them. And then as you drew closer to the continent of Carnelia, you noticed the rocky outcroppings of the ocean grew bigger and bigger in a way that did not represent what was previously on nautical charts. This is some sort of new environmental phenomena that, at least for that moment, we were unsure of what could be causing it. As you land in the city of Damo, you find a complete ghost town. This thriving port city is now mostly abandoned. And after a fairly long discussion of how you would like to scout the city, once you finally did, you found that it was overrun by an infernal presence, demons and devils. And in attempting to further investigate, you knew that Sledge had contacts there. You knew that there had been people there, and you were wondering where they had gone. You didn't see enough signs that they'd been eaten or destroyed or something, so you were looking for them. Well, instead, you found a demon lady, a humanoid torso on top of a snake, lower half of the body, and her attendant bone devils, whom you fought off. You did knock the, what I think I will now, I don't know if I revealed this already, but it was a Merolith. You knocked the Merolith unconscious, and then had a debate on what to do about her. And that brings us about to where we were last session. Now, last session, Jimmy, you were not here, so Desto was asleep for most of this because you all were taking a short rest. Somehow we stretched an hour into about 3.
Also, I apologize because I happened to make a joke about Desto being asleep in the corner, and then Tyler just made it canon. And
what the fuck, Brad?
You know what? Sometimes we gotta go with the Occam's razor of how to Jaeger a player.
And that was the thing. And I just was like, oh, haha, like, Desto, wake up. And Chrissy, wake up. I don't like this. And basically, Tyler was like, nope, he's just asleep. And I was like, all right, that's fine.
There were some roles for it, but carrying on. So, as Sledge began to cast the spell Planar Binding in order to create a more cooperative, more subservient version of this Merolith that could aid you in the next 24 hours of your adventure,
it's going to be dope.
There erupted an argument or a philosophical discussion, mostly prompted, I think it's fair to say, by Seymour, who started asking questions of Sledge and how this would reconcile with his religion, with his god, with his relationship with Gond. And I will allow the party to jump in kind of once I've concluded the recap to give a bit more details on exactly what was argued about. But suffice to say, lines were drawn, tempers flared, things were said that may be difficult to walk back. And at the end of said argument, at the 59th minute of a 60-minute casting time spell, Seymour casts Counterspell on Sledge's planar binding and leaves the house that you are all in. Leaves the party, it seems. The Counterspell is a high enough level that Sledge is unable to counterspell it, and the spell just dissipates. As the remaining members of the party attempt to gather themselves and figure out what to do next and how, replay some of the events that just unfolded, they realize that Seymour was not the only one that left during the argument. Bobby Joe is also missing. So currently, our party is Buck, Sledge, and Desto, who, I will again reiterate, was asleep for the entire argument. Bobby Joe is set off on her own. Seymour has set off on his own. And you know that Seymour, as he left, in a booming, thaumaturgically aided voice, shouted something in Infernal. I believe the insight check was enough to know that it did not sound threatening to you, but you're not sure what it is. Unfortunately, Desto is the only one in the party, other than Seymour, that speaks Infernal. And while Desto, that was the thing that woke you up, you did not hear what was said.
Yeah, way to go, Desto!
So,
Fucking
that
Screwed
is
up
where
again.
we pick up, is where we have 3 different portions of the party, and I will throw it to the party to fill in my gaps on exactly what happened in the argument or anything else I missed in the recap of the past few sessions.
I just want to put this out there. At the very end, I remember Sledge having to make a choice on who they were going to follow, and I believe he tried to locate Bobby Joe and got a really faint blip in the distance. I thought they were running towards her.
Yep, we chose Bobby Joe over my friend. I forgot my friend's name, but Friend A. We're gonna call him Friend A.
Friend A.
Friend A.
Buck also basically scooped up Desto and Sledge and is running with the two of them in his arms, as also punched out Seymour in the midst of this argument. But as he was running away in the direction of Bobby Joe, he did shout to the ether in Goblin in the hopes that Seymour would hear, is that in spite of everything, but in Goblin he said, "In spite of everything, I still love you."
Okay.
And we'll see what we see.
I
So Desto
also
is
think it is
waking
important to add that Buck did punch Seymour. That feels like something that should not.
I was gonna jump into what each of them were after. I wanted to make
Seymour, you shut the hell up. You're not here.
No.
We're getting
Taz,
character.
No.
Taz, add to the recap.
I'm getting in character, and we hate Taz. I mean, Seymour. But it is canon. What happened was he got upset. He picked up his toys and ran home because he couldn't out-philosophize Buck or Sledge. We destroyed him in all our arguments. He couldn't talk his way out of it, and he was like, "Oh, I'm leaving." Counterspell. That's canon. It's what happened.
So the 3 main arguments that came up over the hour were, and the first one wasn't initially intended to be an argument, but it was Seymour questioning that, hey, the spell you're about to cast on this person is basically like involuntary slavery, and that's not necessarily cool with most people and gods. Is that going to affect your relationship with God? It was more, hey, I'm not saying you should or shouldn't do it. It was like, dude, what the hell? He started to take it somewhat offensively. And then it came up to, why are you always questioning us, Seymour? And I'm like, I'm asking to figure out who you are as a person. Because obviously we still somehow don't know each other. Which then Buck makes the slide comment of, you're right, sometimes we guess we don't know each other anymore. And then Buck and Seymour got into the whole concept of are rehashing the old argument of like, why is your way always right or this? And it came down to Seymour's like, Buck, the only way you do things is on your own moral compass. And if you don't think it's right, then there's no other right. And you believe might makes right and you bully your way through things. He didn't like that. So he punches Seymour right in the face for saying that. And I'm like, this just proves my point. And after that, it was a conversation of like, well, how are we going to go forward from here? Like, what is our plan? What are we doing? Like, and it boiled down to, well, it really doesn't matter anymore. And if you don't like what we're going to do, Seymour, you can just leave. And so for the third time, Seymour's best friend Buck has told him, we don't need you here if you don't want to be here. Because you can leave anytime you want. So he goes, you know what? Thrice you said it. Twice I said no. I'm out. Fuck all of you. Because not a single one of you are sticking up for me. And not trying to talk through this like adults.
I was
Counterspell the
asleep, so
spell.
I might have
Walk
stuck up.
out.
So
Well,
it is
You were still
here.
exhausted from the fight.
It is here that we will pick up with the party. We will first check in with the, I guess, quote unquote main party because it's the greatest majority of you, of three. And I would like to give this opportunity, Jimmy. Desta was asleep for most of this argument. I imagine you've been asking questions. You woke up to a room that was a fucking hell of a lot tenser than when you went to sleep. Right? We've all been in that room. We all know the like tone shift where it's like, okay, something happened that I'm not aware of.
Feel it.
However, you feel like you are trying to put those pieces together, or excuse me, what you would say to Sledge and or Buck. I feel like it makes the most sense for us to open with you. Just to, you got any questions for them? Like, how do you imagine, as we kind of open in media res, like mid conversation, how is Desto putting all these pieces together in his brain?
Yeah, I think, I mean, definitely if when I woke up and noticed, who was missing, I probably would have went to Buck and asked him, depending on how his demeanor is.
you
But-
wake up in the crook of my arm as we're running.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just are getting a whole lot of Buck pit as we're just taking off.
Gnarly.
Yeah, they still can't do it.
Whatever.
And I'm just going to ask, like, what the fuck happened?
Long story. Seymour left. Bobby Joe too. We're chasing her, and we're losing.
Wait, what?
Sledge, help! Can't run and talk.
You're not running either. This is like a jog. Go faster.
What is your walking speed there, Sledge?
Is that how you ask me?
No, I am sarcastically asking you above the table.
I did not have to tell
Cody
you.
dark?
It's big 30.
Okay, I can go 40, so I'm going 80 feet every 6 seconds.
Damn.
I don't
What
have
the
anything
hell?
that can make me go faster.
Oh, hold on. Did I just get it? I think I
Hey,
did.
Woo!
Well, oh, he
Nicely
got
done.
it.
nicely done.
Jimmy.
We love to see it.
I thought you were about to do something cool to make him faster, but no. Way to go. Desto
Oh,
fails
God.
again.
Yeah, I'll take this over that. You're still slow. Sorry, Buck.
Actually, let me see if I have anything for you, my friend. I have not looked at my
I haven't looked at
D&D
mine.
character sheet in a while, and I'm sad. Makes me so sad. Sledge, where are you, buddy?
I don't have to wake up tomorrow.
Shut up.
Well, you have to wake up to be alive.
Well, yeah, but I don't have to get up at 5 a.m. tomorrow.
That's a bonus.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right. First of all, DM.
Yeah.
Am I still like? Do I still get faint pings of where Bobby Joe is?
Yeah.
Are we gaining on her, or are we losing her?
I think at the speed that you are traveling, you are gaining on her, but it is, you've got ground to make up.
All right, and then my next question is, for a racial spell,
Okay.
such as enlarge,
Mm-hmm.
you can use it once for free, and then you can cast it. It says,
Right.
or spend a spell slot. Is that the normal everyday spell enlarge, or is it specifically like, no, you get to get bigger as a like you can only cast it on yourself? It's not a normal spell.
Oh, I see what you're asking. You're asking if you could enlarge Buck by knowing that
Yes.
spell. I believe even though it's a racial spell, if you can cast it, you could cast it on another person.
If that is the case, and that is like the precedent that we can take, can I cast that on Buck so he can go faster?
Yeah, I will double check the rules on that very quickly, but I believe this court's ruling is going to be that yes, you can do that, and we will send it to my own appeals court.
Nice. And it will be a fever dream if I cannot.
Exactly.
So that is a second level spell slot taken. So yeah, you're too slow. Is that as fast as you can go? Slow. And then I'm gonna cast it. And when he's like, "Oh, how fast are you?" I'm like, "Let me show you how fast us dwarves are sprinters." And then let me show you. And then I gotta cast enlarge. So he gets big and beefy.
I do hate to be a pedantic about this. Kind of.
No, do it.
I am not seeing anything in the language of enlarge that changes one's speed. I see where it changes strength checks and weapons.
I figure with him being bigger, he can now his
Tyler,
80.
My stride is longer.
That's
what I'm
understand
trying to-
that, but the verbiage of the spell says
Tyler, be cool.
okay. I'll give you an extra. I'll give you an extra 10 feet per.
You know what I was
movement.
gonna say? At minimum, I feel like he gets an extra couple feet because of the now enlarged base.
I'll. You know what? Rule of cool. You get an extra 10 feet of movement. So when you're dashing, it gives you an extra 20 feet.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna,
now
I'm-
Only outside of combat.
Only outside of combat.
You know what? Fair. I'll accept that. We are now with that
That's what
DM.
it-
We are now
that's what-
moving 100 feet every 6 seconds
Cool.
Yay!
because I am
About time.
dashing.
All right.
You're no longer jogging. Good job.
Good to know. All right.
I can also, if needs be, I can rage for like a little speed boost
That's up
for
to you.
for 1 6 second. What I'm saying is that like I'm telling you that
okay.
if it comes to like rolling initiative and things like that, then like
I
that is
gotcha.
something that I can do.
I gotcha.
So-
Cool. Y'all are running. Is there anything that y'all are saying to each other? Like Desto's getting caught up on things. Sledge is giving you shit for not running fast enough. But like, is there
I think
anything
Desto-
else you would like to discuss before I move this camera to someone else?
I think Desto froze.
Oh,
I think you.
I think we lost.
Ooh.
damn it.
He went back to sleep.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, does Bobby Joe fall asleep?
Bobby Joe
Catch-
gave
bad.
Desto her narcolepsy.
Too bad
That's
rocks can't float.
I'm in my element right now. Bye.
Uh-huh.
Y'all are the ones that stress me the fuck out.
Nah.
I will say this is some Mika Nightshade shit, but I am enjoying it.
We love Mika. What a badass.
There he
Yeah,
is.
Sorry,
I
guys.
definitely should stick with characters more like that from now on,
Yeah.
probably, because I'm better at those roles.
No, it's still good. You can have character overlap between two different characters. That is totally a thing.
I just feel like Bobby Joe's over it. She just sat there listening to them argue for an hour, and she's like, "Fuck this."
No, that makes sense. All right, so Sledge,
left polite.
Buck, Desto, the camera's holding on you as you are running towards the mountain, towards Bobby Joe. Is there anything else that you guys are discussing as you're putting the pieces together, or do you think it's just like we are locked in on running as fast as possible, no time for words, no breath, except for action?
Well, I mean,
I think I'm probably just so disoriented still that I don't really understand what the fuck is going on.
Once like Sledge, do you communicate that oh wait, I don't think you can enlarge is a concentration spell, so you would drop 5 person.
That is true. You know what? If that's the case, then I will. Then sorry, you're just on your own, buddy.
Okay.
Rule cool. So, take it back if that's cool.
Okay, so now we know for the future. I am still 80 feet. That does make sense. I would say that. So once like, are we getting closer?
You are drawing closer, but I think Bobby Joe has put like we'll call it a good 1,500 feet in between y'all and her. Or no, it's 1,000 feet's the range, right?
Yeah. I guess it can't be 1,000.
So it would be like 900.
Yeah, well, because faint ping, we're gonna say right at 1,000, so you guys are somewhere around 900 feet from her.
So, so just understanding like. 2 trains are traveling at different speeds, and which will arrive at Chicago faster. No. What I mean is that like we're gaining, but we're like it's still like there's still a distance, right?
Yeah, you are gaining 10 feet on her every 10 feet. We'll say 30 feet.
Okay.
We'll say roughly 30 feet every 6 seconds.
Okay. So, with that, just Buck won't say anything. But we'll kind of like start like silently crying to himself.
Sure.
And then mutter that both of you could hear. I wanted him to fight for us. I didn't want him to go.
I mean, he could have gone. He didn't have to go out the way he did. Now look at Desto. That was about to be a really fucking cool spell. We were about to have Snake Lady help us out. But no. He had to go. Buck, does he do this? Has he done this in the past?
This is first time.
I don't even think we said anything bad.
No, I did. I hurt him, and not just physically. He took what I said and didn't ask about it, took it at face value. And I didn't want that. And then Buck will kind of pause for a second. I didn't want him to leave. And then is just focused on running. So, Sledge, if you would like to fill in Desto on what happened, you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ask, like, what was this even over?
Yeah,
I don't remember like hardly anything.
And I'm just gonna, while we're running, I'm just gonna fill them in with briefly, just like the recap, what's going on, and just like missed it. It was just conflicting ideals, and then some fisticuffs and yada yada.
Huh. Well, I mean, it's not the first time that we've fought each other, right? I guess. I don't know. Maybe we can fix this.
I don't know why Bobby Joe ran away. I don't even know if she ran away. If she ran away, if she got kidnapped. She's
Probably
just
got
gone.
overwhelmed. We'll find her.
I thought she usually passes out and falls asleep when she's overwhelmed, which would be so beneficial right now.
Well, clearly that did not happen. So, but we'll find. She couldn't have gone far.
Okay.
We could have made a real difference in that snake lady's life.
Question above the table.
Yeah.
Do I have my broom?
You were one of the people captured. That counts as a magical item, so no.
Okay. Never mind.
That being said, I'm going to have you and Taz roll a d20, and whoever has the higher number will go to next. As the camera lifts up
D20.
into the snowy tundra mountain region that we're in. Just like this cool snow blowing over the camera lens effect.
11.
2.
Oh, 12.
Oh, 12? Okay, cool.
I have learned a new term recently that is called dyscalculia. Whatever. It's like dyslexia for numbers.
Yes.
Patrick, that.
Oh, does he?
He also
Lindsay
has
talked about that. I didn't know it was a thing.
Yeah, he has dyscalculia, dysgraphia, and dyslexia all at once.
Okay, hold on. Pause. What is dysgraphia?
Dysgraphia is where not only do you read backwards, but you write backwards.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he gets very confused all the time. It's very frustrating.
Buddy.
Hard.
It sounds like he just needs to bring a mirror everywhere. Just
Yeah.
Pocket mirror.
Oh my
Caligula.
gosh. Whatever.
Yeah, no.
All right, cool. So we are going to check in with Bobby Joe. So, recognizing that Bobby Joe is off on her own, the characters do not know what she is up to, but because we split into 3 different places, and the camera wanders to follow each of our characters because they're important, and we need to know what they're up to. Bobby Joe, what are you doing right now?
Did we discuss this in front of the group? Because I know we texted each other about this.
You are now revealing, for the sake of narrative, you are telling what you've been up to and what you are up to currently, if that is okay.
Okay. Yeah. As far as I know, I saw a big glowing mountain, if I remember correctly, or is it not a big glow?
I don't remember the detailed glowing.
As we begin making your way to the mountain. Yep.
Okay.
And then you asked me if I would call on Zane, and I think I said no.
Yeah. So Zane is still, I believe we still established that Zane is on the lobster. Mm-hmm. And then you are heading to the mountain. I don't know that I remember the detailed glowing. If that is something that's in our correspondence, apologies. It is definitely glowing then.
It's just what I saw in my...
Yeah, you had
picture.
Like a cartoon moment of like, oh. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you are now summiting this mountain, I believe. And can you give me a little picture of like the thoughts running through Bobby Joe's head of why she left, or why is she climbing this mountain, and or both?
I feel like Bobby Joe is just pissed off and annoyed, and as she's climbing the mountain, like she just picks up a rock and hucks it every once in a while because she's so annoyed. Like, everybody here just needs to stop arguing and just fucking get along. I don't understand what the problem is. Nobody wants to agree on anything. Seymour's doing this. Desto's always taking a nap. Buck can't get over his own.
I'm always taking a nap.
Desto taking a stray.
What the fuck?
I think she's just at that level where her adrenaline is so high. That's probably why she didn't pass out, because her adrenaline's so high. She's hucking rocks and just throwing a bitch fit. I'm having a BF, babe.
Oh my god.
You guys ever seen White Chicks?
I have not yet. I've been told it's a reference I need to catch up on.
Yeah, you sucked on it.
Yeah, please watch it.
Right.
But yeah, I'm having a BF and I'm just throwing rocks as I summit this mountain.
Okay. And it's all just kind of centered around everybody's arguing.
Yeah, like I just want everybody to get along. I don't understand the problem is we've been doing so good for so long, and now what the fuck is the problem?
Yeah.
We have one goal in mind. Why are we going astray from that goal?
All right. And I will ask the follow-up question. Do you feel like you're climbing the mountain more to get towards something? And if so, what that is? Or do you feel like you are climbing the mountain just because it feels like the most, like, I don't know, teenager, like flair for the dramatic? Like, do you feel like this is just the most dramatic way to put distance between you and the party?
I feel like it's a little bit of both. I don't know why. I thought there was like something about the mountain that.
Well,
Let
when
me
we
see.
have previously described, so remember, as you guys approach this city, there's like these rocky outcroppings that get more and more like ostentatious. They get larger. They get more like jagged as you get closer to the city, and you're realizing more and more as you get closer to the city that these are not natural. And then as you look throughout the city and see these kind of ripples, you can see that there is a center point kind of on the top of that mountain.
I think that's why I started going there, because that's what you said in your message, was the rings of unnatural stone.
Yeah.
So I think I was like, okay, bet, I'm going to go there, I guess.
Okay.
But I think it's a little bit of like, she's definitely having a hissy fit, annoyed with everybody, but also she still has a goal in mind. Like, okay, I don't know where to go, so I guess I'm going to go there.
Sure, and see what's up with the weird stone.
Yeah.
Okay. And then finally, we will check in with Seymour. Seymour, where are you? What are you doing?
So, in almost pure contrast to Bobby Joe, who's going up,
Webcam down.
I am going down.
I totally
That's
pictured
why I
you
did
on
it.
top of
That's
the
why I
mountain.
did it.
Nope, I am going underground.
No, man.
I was told that there is a chance that people in a city and things are going on down there. So I want to figure out what the hell happened to this place, because Sledge said this is not how it always was. This is not what it was. But he thinks that underground is a small city area. People might be. So I am heading my way down there to investigate what happened, what's going on, and what we could do.
You'd say you're making your way down to the town, walking fast.
Correct, which is with places passing.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I don't know how many faces, but places at least
Right.
are passing.
And may I ask, like, what are the thoughts that are running through Seymour's mind as you are putting this distance between the party and you, and you're searching this out? Like, what are you thinking about?
He is frustrated that we have so many things going on. We are trying to save the world in 6 different ways. We have gods that are angry at us. We have birds we need to catch. We have entire continents now that are after our life. Friends died. We brought them back. We saved them from prison. We now have enemies everywhere and almost no friends. And we're supposed to fight a war. But nobody here is willing to help make friends or figure out how we're going to save the world besides, oh, I'm just going to show up and punch the next thing that tells me to fuck off and figure it out from there. And he is tired of being the only one looking at the big picture.
Mm-hmm.
And for him, it's annoying that he continues to be put in a position where he's the bad guy of the group just because he's the only one that's thinking a different way. He's very upset emotionally. The fact that these people that he began to open up to and trust continue to push him away every time he does try to open up or does begin to question to understand and learn about them, it's why are you always questioning? Isn't that how you get to know people? Isn't this how life works? And he falls back and remembers some of the things that his family used to tell him about how you can't trust people that aren't our kind because they don't understand our struggle. And he thought he found an exception to that rule. And he's beginning to feel like maybe what he was taught as a kid was right.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that just as a DM reminder, there was definitely a moment where it was a small moment and not like one that really underscored the fight, but in re-listening to the game tape, I thought it was interesting that there was the moment where y'all were reaching for sending stones and nobody really had them because they had been taken or because Buck had given his away to his family. And he even made the comment in the moment when he was searching that, Seymour probably would have been pissed about this, or probably was pissed about this, because it, quote, didn't fall in with the big picture. And I think we both, like, all had the moment of, like, yeah, we are now being forced to look at the big picture a little bit and not liking exactly what it was reflecting back. Not to say that Buck would have done anything different, but this is certainly the consequence that Seymour was worried about. And so with that, I'm going to have Bobby Joe and Seymour roll for me. Bobby Joe, you are going to either roll athletics or acrobatics as you begin to climb the mountain. And Seymour, you are going to roll investigation as you attempt to look for where, the whereabout. I'll say investigation or survival as you begin to look for where this underground city might be.
I rolled here because I have a 6 on acrobatics and I rolled a 1.
Wait, you have lucky?
25.
Okay.
Do I have lucky? I might.
All right, let's see what Kayla, Bobby Joe gets on her acrobatics or athletics check for the first climb.
Well, I'm a little annoyed. I rolled on here and I had a +6 on acrobatics and then I rolled a fucking nat 1.
Okay. Yeah, unless
Nat
you got
one.
lucky, which I don't think you do. That one's
I
going
don't
to be
think-
rough.
Oh, wait, I have a stone of good luck, +1 on saves, but I guess that doesn't really save me
That
very
does not
much.
apply here. So what I'll say happens on a nat 1 is as you kind of begin to stick, what is it? I think it's, yes, AJ.
She's got indomitable. If it's a save, she's got indomitable.
It is not a save. This is a skill check.
Why?
I just said
You said it was a save.
this is a save. That is not.
Then why are you doing a save?
I did it.
Continue.
Oh man, Kayla, it is very fun that you know more about the rules of D&D than AJ does, and he's running a game right now.
Look at him. Does he look like he knows much?
Does it look like I run anything?
He doesn't even run his house. Are you kidding?
All right, so on a nat 1, I'll say, forgive me if I'm off on my climbing terminology, but I believe it's like, is it pitons, or how do you say that? The like little sticks that you pound into the rock?
No idea.
I believe it's pitons. Brent's gonna correct me if I'm wrong. But as you like start to hammer those in and maybe attach a rope, because that's how safe climbing is done, your rope, as you kind of like toss it or thread it up, just gets completely grabbed by the tundra wind and blows away. So you are sans rope. You are now free soloing this mountain. And we will come back to you to check on your other climbing checks that are now going to be a bit higher DC. But on a 25 investigation check, Seymour, you are able to definitively find like well outlined footprints in the snow and on the stone pathways of this street, leading to what seems to be just sort of a dead end alleyway. But you see where the feet stop. You can even see kind of where the feet shuffle and begin to face different directions than straight ahead. And you're able to kind of feel along where those feet are facing and find like this secret panel or like button to activate a secret entrance to the underground city. I will say the majority party, which is what I'm going to be referring to the three of you guys for right now, you are able to put, we'll call it...
Sean's gonna sit. Oh.
We'll call it like another 100 feet that you gain on Bobby Joe.
100 feet?
Nice.
You are now climbing up a mountain, and it's not going well so far.
You rolled a shut up.
You shut up.
We are back, baby. You guys are drawing closer to Bobby Joe as she's struggling to climb the mountain. Seymour, you are delving below the city of Damo. Can I get Bobby Joe to roll another either acrobatics or athletics check? Seymour, I would like you to roll a perception check.
One could say Tyler rolled a nat 1 on his perception check about his driver license.
One could.
What'd you get? Better than a 1.
Trying to roll because I have a +6 in acrobatics. I'm like, I'm trying to roll athletics because I have a +6 in acrobatics, and I keep.
I am using my eyes for this perception check, so I have advantage.
You do.
Thank God.
Technically, it's a 9 with +6, but that's still not that good.
It is not, and unfortunately, as you begin to try to free solo this mountain, you get about 3 of those handholds up the sheer rock face before your grip slips and you are falling. Can I have you roll a d4 for me?
I don't want to roll anything. Ugh. Roll. I got a 4.
Okay, you do take 4 points of falling damage.
Great! The one good roll I get.
I knew that was going to happen.
Fucking kill me.
You're doing that. Since she's struggling so much, does that mean that we get to her quicker?
You are going to gain another 150 feet.
Hell yeah.
Damn it!
Hey, Buck!
Being extra teenage.
I see her. She's tumbling down the mountain.
Why is she climbing?
Seymour, what did you get on your perception check?
Where's my dragon? I need it. God
16.
damn it.
All right, so as you start taking these stone steps underneath the city, you are able to light torches as you go. And you see that this very narrow stairway leads you further and further down, winding in its path. And you were able to stop just before there's a small, but certainly step-intoable trap door. You were able to catch yourself before you fall into whatever this trap may be. You're able to sidestep it and continue going. I'm going to have the two of you make one more series of rolls for me. Kayla, you are doing Bobby Joe, you are doing another acrobatics or athletics check. I assume you'll do acrobatics because it's a higher modifier. Seymour, I'm going to ask you to make another investigation check.
Okay. 19.
19
24.
for Seymour, a 24 for Bobby Joe. So keeping the order of how we've been narrating things, Bobby Joe, you are able to finally find some traction. You've taken a fall or two. We've learned from our mistakes, and you are now
I hope-
beginning to climb up the mountain. And I will say that you've made it about, gosh, what will we say? We'll say about 50 feet of a 200-foot free solo climb.
That's it.
50 feet's pretty good.
Not compared to what they're catching up to me with.
Well,
It's true.
fair enough. I actually, yeah, I will. Okay, we'll get back to Bobby Joe. Seymour.
Okay, Tyler.
50 feet's pretty good for
Yeah.
elevation.
I'm kidding. It's okay.
Seymour, you come to a large, intricately carved stone door. You look around for a handhold, a knob, a handle, anything that will let you in, and are unable to find it. But on this investigation check, you can kind of see where some of these carvings, specifically those of dwarves gathered around a cask of ale, the stone seems to be slightly more worn. Not in any one particular place. It's as though that entire portion of the mural has been eroded over time. What would you like to do?
As I look at that section of the mural where it's like, okay, there's more wear here than anywhere else by that ale. Do there appear to be words anywhere on the door? Or is it just a picture?
It is just pictures. It is a mural that captures the entirety of the city of Damo, right? You've got the lower portion is the dock level. You see dwarves working the docks, unloading and loading things from various ships. The middle level, I believe we said, was the commerce district. So this is where we see different shops that you are thrust into. You're able to see the scenes of a general store, of a blacksmith, of this pub or bar or whatever that these dwarves are gather around this cask of ale. And then higher up on that giant stone mural that you're looking at, you can see families in their homes telling stories to each other, gathered around dinner tables, or fast asleep in their beds.
Okay. I would look to where that more worn part is. I would, I guess, maybe check and see if some of the wear falls down with it, or if it's just right around that spot. If that makes sense.
Sure.
So I have something in mind, and I guess I'll just say it out loud.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what would open this door relating to a cask of ale and a worn spot. And I'm trying to figure out, is it good for me to push that in, to pull it out, because obviously some sort of contact has been there? Or do I need to do something like, if this is represented as alcohol, or something liquid or alcoholic on it in a way that's okay, is that the key? And it's do you see the liquid run down, or is there something there?
I gotcha. Remind me what your investigation check was?
It was 19.
19? Okay.
12 plus 19, yeah.
It looks more friction based. It looks more like maybe people's hands were rubbing it.
Okay. I would shoot for that. I would try to do something where it's pouring that or touching it, something in that area, just begin to feel around it.
Okay. All right. As you rub this portion of the stone mural, and our majority party gets within 500 feet of Bobby Joe and is able to, within eye shot, see her begin to scale the mountain face. We're going to say that, Bobby Joe, you are a full third of the way up the mountain. So about, what is the math on that? If it's 200 feet?
feet?
60, 70 feet. Between 60 and 70 feet up this mountain face. The majority party, 500 feet away. I would say that is probably close enough that you are within verbal distance of each other. If you were to yell out, Bobby Joe might be able to hear you. But you still certainly have ground to cover. The stone door begins to rumble and pull away, revealing the underground city to Seymour. And it is here that we will take our 5-minute break.
No, we just started.
I will be back. I'm going to make myself one more drink for tonight, but we're back, boys and girls.
Sometimes I wonder about her.
No, you don't. I hope you don't.
She hits hard. Oh my God, Tyler, before you get a drink.
Yeah.
So my daughter has been fucking crushing me at Punch Buggy when we're driving.
Oh, really?
Now we're just like on the lookout. And she called me a cheater, but I introduced her to PT Bruiser. And all the people, she's like, Dad, you're cheating. I don't know what a PT Bruiser is. But she goes up to me. She's like, Dad, when I get older, I want a pink buggy. I was like, why do you want a pink buggy? She's like, because wherever I go, I want to bring violence to the world. I was like, I love you. I love you so much.
That is your. So when y'all punch, do either of y'all frog each other?
No, I'm not gonna hurt her like that. But she puts all her weight behind it. I'm just like,
Okay. Okay. That's
such a cheater,
adorable.
She's a cheater. She's like, oh, red punch buggy.
And then I go back, like, oh, must have laughed. I was like,
You start counting Kia Souls and Nissan Cubes.
Yo, I literally will turn around, like, show me where it is, because if not, you're getting punched twice. And she's like, it must have left, Dad. I promise it was there. It's like, you're a liar. Liar.
Oh, goodness. All right, I'll be right back.
Our dog is so funny. You watching the game tonight there, Bod?
Unfortunately.
Oh, is it going bad?
Yeah, dude.
Why?
I haven't even looked at the score. What is it?
17-10 at half.
Oh, my God. How's Rogers doing?
No, he's
Rodgers
got,
has
well,
been-
he has one interception
Bro.
and another one that shouldn't have been an interception that they called an interception. Basically, DK grabbed it, had the ball secured, and this other guy came up and hit him, and the guy like ripped the ball from him while they were going out of bounds. Like he was pretty much out of bounds. They somehow called that an interception. I don't know how it didn't get overturned. But,
I will give my unbiased view when I see it.
Our defense just looks terrible.
Great against Cincinnati, dude. Come on,
dude. It's not against Cincinnati. It's against Flacco. Every time we play Flacco, he looks like the best quarterback in the fucking NFL. Every time. It don't matter. It could be like his worst statistical year. Every time we play him, he looks terrible. It's.
Oh my god, dude! Your defense only has me 4 points.
Yeah, they stink.
Yeah. Jesus.
Our freaking coordinator is so awful, dude. It's like consistently we play like shit against bad teams. We play a good team, we're going to play the best game of our life.
Yep.
But if we play a team that we're definitely better than, nope, we're going to play like shit the whole game.
Jamar Chase has 11 fucking targets. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's the only person that can get open.
Well, they started good. 10-yard pass from Rodgers.
They looked great. We should have had a second touchdown. They called a holding that was kind of questionable, in my opinion.
He's got 2 picks. That
it
fucking...
is what it is.
Bro, you got to feed Warren, man. He's playing great.
They've been giving him the ball.
Good. Wow, Rodgers has a rush. Oh, my God.
Yeah, he did. He did run for like 8 yards, I think. He's playing good. That interception was bullshit.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if they're playing that bad, they're only down by 7, then they should.
I think we'll come back and win, but it's still it's frustrating because we should blow them out of the water, dude. We're like head and shoulders a better team than them. Problem is our pass rush can't get there, which is insane to me.
Yeah, especially with how bad the Bengals are.
And our pass rush has been on fire the last like 3 weeks.
Yep.
Flacco just is smart. He just gets rid of the ball quick.
Yeah, Oh, I'm watching him right now. I'd have to see I'd have to see a different angle. Oh, here it is.
What are you talking about? The interception?
Yep. The interception.
Yeah,
what a great dude. His knees.
That shit's questionable, dude.
It's questionable. Honestly, I'm not upset with the call.
They barely looked at it either.
I'll tell you what, though. What a throw. Threaded the
That was a great throw. That was a great catch, too.
Great throw, great catch, great defense. It was actually great all around. Everything was great. But anyway, hey, the guys are back.
What's up?
Give my drink. What's up?
All right.
Where's your drink?
So, as we return to the action, we'll first check in with what is now merged from 2 cameras to 1. The majority party, Desto, Buck, and Sledge, are close enough that they can see as Bobby Joe begins to summit the face of the mountain, climbing towards what appears to be the epicenter of these strange stony outcroppings around the town and the surrounding area. As they approach, Bobby Joe, I'll ask you to give me another acrobatics check.
Another one?
And I will check in with the 3 of you.
Another one.
Knowing that you are just barely within shouting range. Is there anything that you would like to do? Or would you just focus on getting as close as possible?
How far away would you say we are?
500 feet.
Okay. When we're within throwing distance, I have a stupid idea.
And what would that be for you?
I want to huck Desto.
No, what is your throwing distance?
my strength, I would assume, and I'm hoping that he could I can launch him. Like I want to fastball special Desto,
Yeah.
so that he can cut Bobby Joe off of the pass. I'm not trying to hit her.
Marvel Rivals call out.
Yeah. I'm trying to
No, hit her.
No, because
How
basically
far can you throw?
That's the thing. I have a 20 strength.
Ooh, wait! I don't need to see the blip anymore. I can enlarge you too.
You could. So I could rage and throw him farther.
My plan was I was just gonna use Step of the Wind and cover ground quicker, but that sounds infinitely more fun.
I was gonna say, you could do that, and theoretically, that makes more sense.
All right, wait, Buck. What is your strength score?
20.
20. And Desto, how much do you weigh?
Not a lot.
This is where you learn.
Basically, I am proving Seymour right.
Hold on.
In the worst way
possible. How much
possible.
do I weigh? Where do I even? Oh, okay, here we go. Says 70 pounds.
70 pounds. Okay.
I feel like that's a little big for me, but 70 pounds.
Do not.
With all your gear and stuff.
Seymour.
Yeah.
That's so time to learn to fly.
So,
oh my God.
I have a flavor thing to add to this. That
I was gonna say he could Step of the Wind out of my hand.
Sure.
That I'm hoping the DM allows.
I will say.
I want to,
Oh, real quick, I will say, based on this hucking and smashing calculator that I found online, based on your strength score of 20 and Desto's weight of 70 pounds, you will be able to throw Desto with disadvantage, which you're not trying to hit a specific target, you're just trying to throw him in the direction, so I don't think that applies here. 50 feet.
That's still pretty good.
Oh my God.
It ain't 500, buddy.
It ain't 500.
No, it's not 500, but that's better than I thought it was gonna be. So
what if he's now bigger than?
Sucks ass because we don't have any. Of our
Oh,
fucking
wait a
items
second.
either.
That is true. There is an enlarge reduce spell on Buck.
And honestly, I don't even care about the strength score, like the modifier, because now he's just infinite. He's bigger. He is now a large creature.
You would have
But that doesn't
advantage
change the
on
strength score.
strength checks. You know what? I will say, for the purposes of this calculator, we can. What happens if I half? All right, we'll say 60 feet. We'll give you another 10 feet in throwing distance for having enlarge reduce on you. Although it technically only lasts a minute, so I'm not exactly sure how we let that work.
If I use Step of the Wind, could we double it?
Ooh, okay. So now we're getting into some fun math. All right, Step of the Wind.
And I want to use my feature to give me wings.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. One thing at a time. Okay.
Look at all of the things that we're doing.
Before you look that up, though, ease my mind here, just so I know that I'm not forgetting that I have this and I'm fucking myself.
Okay.
I do not have the cape anymore, correct?
You do not have the cape. You do not have the cape.
Because if I add that, I could just dimension.
Wait.
Yep.
Now, before we do all of this, before any of these things happen,
none of this has happened. This is all theoretical so far.
This is all theoretical.
We're just, we're talking
We're just
shop.
bullshit.
We're just talking. With Step of the Wind,
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure that monks just get a climbing speed, and you can run up vertical surfaces.
Sure, but you are not at the vertical surface. We are
No,
trying
no,
to get you.
We're just talking shop, Tyler.
Uh-huh.
We're just talking shop.
What would apply here, though, is Step of the Wind allows you to double your jump distance. So I think
Shenanigans. I call shenanigans. All right. How much you weigh, Buck?
How much do I weigh?
Yeah, because this is gonna be against. Yes. Well, how much do you weigh?
Look to weigh a lot.
285.
285. Times that by 8 because that's what you
That's
weigh now once you are enlarged. Now that's going to cause a nice foundation for where you throw. I think he should get more than 10 feet extra throw.
Okay, easy.
Y'all really pushing the limit.
AJ, just because he got heavier doesn't mean he got stronger.
But he doubles his size in all dimensions. So now his arms are literally like a catapult.
Okay.
But he
I could
He
theoretically
doubles his size and
I don't
everything, but he doesn't double his feet.
If I get double in size, I will get stronger.
Here's what I'm going to say. And
Indeed.
more than feet.
here's what I'm going to say, and I reserve the right to change this because of I currently cannot think of that many applications, but if it truly comes back to bite me in the ass, I will change my ruling, and I reserve that right as DM. However, in order to honor the spirit of what y'all are attempting to do here with the fastball special, here's what I will say. Buck, you have enlarged, reduce, cast on yourself. That gives you an additional 10 feet added to your throwing distance, which adds up to, in this moment, 60 feet.
Sure.
Desto, as the one in Buck's hand that is being thrown, I will allow you to add your jump distance to the fastball special. And if you use Step in the Wind, you will be able to double your jump distance.
I feel like that's more than fair.
Do you know what your jump distance is, or do I need to find a calculator for that? He's frozen again.
Yes.
No,
I saw his eyes move.
he's deep in thought.
He's just thinking.
All right.
He's a statue of David.
Jimothy, don't leave me hanging here.
I think we
Yeah.
lost
All
him.
of this to say, are we within hailing distance at this point?
Probably
You-
for it. I'm still trying to afford the.
There's some sort of glitch there. I can't hear you, Jimmy. I'm sorry. I can tell that you're trying to talk. I don't understand what you're
Can
saying.
you guys hear me?
Now I can hear you.
It's fuzzy. I'm going to keep going with what I'm looking at. So we're going to say Desto is 4 feet tall.
He's like 3'6".
Let's see.
Is he 4 feet?
I could look this up.
You could. Tyler,
How do
why
I-
don't you know the height and weight of all of our characters?
You know what, Brent?
Why don't you know our star sign?
We were on a break.
That's no excuse. Getting married, going to Greece, almost getting stranded is no excuse for you to not know that Buck is a Sagittarius, Taurus rising.
Okay. I'm even going to spot you guys the 10-foot running start version of distance and say that in total for the fastball special, you can get 80 feet of distance.
And in this time, you could have just kept running and got to the bottom
I
of
mean,
the cliff
I
face.
assume they're still running. That's fine. But you've got 80 feet of distance that you can cover with the throw. You are at this point.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now.
Got you now. I feel like Discord's having a night tonight because I've frozen like myself
It's a
twice.
stupid
or three times.
Wi-Fi adapter.
Okay. Jimmy, to
Sorry,
catch you
guys.
up, I'm spotting Desto, the 10-foot running start version of his long jump distance, which says you get basically, I'm rounding up to 10 feet of a jump. You use Step of the Wind, that's 20 feet. Added on to Buck's 60 feet. You can get a total of 80 feet on this fastball special. Unless you want to input anything else that I'm not thinking of. You are still running towards Bobby Joe. Because she is climbing straight up,
Okay.
you guys are going to make up more ground per turn.
So this.
Yeah. Oh, I can't hear him again.
We can't hear him because he just got thrown the fuck up
Can
a
you hear
mountain.
me?
Yeah, we can
Got you now for a sec.
Fuck, dude.
Yep. You're in and out right now.
Can you
I think
guys
we got
hear
you
me?
for in right now.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can
Dude,
hear you now,
what?
buddy.
we got
Oh,
you right
can?
now.
Okay. I feel like I'm like delayed.
It seems like it. So let's. What are you thinking you would like to
I
do?
definitely am. So I want to use this the dragon wing feature too. So that's what I was doing, was trying to look that up.
Okay.
Um,
Tell me what that is.
all it says is that I have a flying speed equal to my walking speed, and there's wings that sprout from my back that vanish at the end of my turn.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Step of the Wind it's a bonus action, right? It is a bonus action.
Yes.
So, technically speaking, if you add those wings and dash on your turn, that's another 120 feet. So you can get 200 feet total by fastball specialing into you flying.
That's pretty damn good.
We have certainly stacked up a lot of abilities.
With the enrage, or not the enrage, the enlarge, and with the running start.
Yeah, we've got 200 feet that y'all can cover. So, I recognize that Jimmy is frozen. Is there anything, Sledge or Buck, that y'all would like to do as you are approaching Bobby Joe? I'm going to say that you guys, cover another, we'll say you close the gap by the end of the turn to 300 feet. And Bobby Joe will be able to put a little more vertical distance in between y'all and her. I'm measuring y'all's point to like the base of where she started climbing. So she is 50 feet above where y'all can get to right now, or where I'm measuring to. Does that make sense?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can't hear you now, Jimmy.
Yeah.
All right, I just pulled the Discord up on my phone. I'm just gonna do the character sheet on the thing because it's keeps giving me problems.
Yeah, I understand. So what I was telling them is with the wings feature, if you use the dash action on your turn, that will add an additional 120 feet that you are able to cover on your turn, making the fastball special total 200 feet. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
I'm going to say that by the end of your turn, to get to the base of the mountain, to the base of where Bobby Joe started climbing, it is now 300 feet away. But I'm checking in with you, Sledge, and Buck on anything that y'all would like to do, kind of quote-unquote, on your turn. We are not officially an initiative, but I'm checking with y'all first, knowing that Bobby Joe's about to make a roll to see if she gets higher up the mountain face.
I think at this point, Buck would yell at Bobby Joe, like
Okay.
just to try to get her attention, and then, like in the hesitation of her stopping, like what? That's when he just hurls Desto of like, "Hey, talk some sense into her."
Okay. So, what are you yelling?
Bobby Joe, what? Why are you running? What is happening? We can't all just leave. Here, talk to your friend. I can't. And is just has never run this much ever in his life before.
Yeah.
And so it's just gonna be like, here, you talk to him.
Yeah, you basically run a half mile just dead sprint.
Yeah.
Okay. Bobby Joe, given that Sledge walked away, I'm assuming that he's not saying anything. So, you are climbing up the mountain. You already gave me an acrobatics check of 25. You are an additional 60 to 70 feet up the face of the mountain. You have 60 feet left to go to get to the top. But in the distance, you hear something about... You hear like your name, you hear wait, you hear stop. And like you can kind of, by the end of it, start to like... I think that's Buck's voice. How does Bobby Joe respond as you are climbing up this mountain face? Is there like, do you stop? Do you turn to talk? Are you just solo focus? Like, what? Walk me through what you're thinking here.
I feel like Bobby Joe would stop and at least look. Like, can I see them down there or no?
Make a perception check for me.
Buck is huge. You should be able to see him.
Shut up.
Buck is huge. She's 120 feet up a mountain, looking over her shoulder.
I rolled a 6.
I'm going to say you see some sort of brown furry form out of like just the edge of your peripheral vision.
Okay.
She's more focused on staying alive up there.
Yeah.
I guess I kind of question it for a second and then stop, but because I can't tell what's going on, I just keep going.
Understood.
It's that hesitation. That's all I need. I just need
Well,
more second.
We'll see. All right, so we are going to cut away from this scene as y'all draw closer. You, Buck/Desto, confirm for me, did you or did you not do the fastball special this turn?
If there would be enough, like, if we roughly think that we could get enough distance on it, yeah.
If you throw it now, Desto would land 100 feet short of the base of where Bobby Joe started climbing.
Oh, no, then.
Okay.
No, like, why, I'm literally, like, hucking him either, like, at the wall next to her or above her.
Okay, we are not at that point yet.
Okay, then no, then...
Okay, I'm just checking.
Jesus, Tyler, why do you not understand exactly what's in my brain right now?
I just wanted to double check after I laid out all of the physics of what was going to happen and you said, yes, I throw him, that this is still the thing that you wanted to do.
No, I thought we were just saying, like, okay, so yes, understanding the physics of it, once we get to that point of knowing that I can throw him 200 feet or whatever,
okay,
like, that's when I throw him.
I gotcha. Okay, great. Cool. So we are going to check in back with Seymour underground. The stone rolls away. You see before you an inky black void as a soul torch is held on the other side of this stone door. Keep in mind, this is a giant stone mural, probably about 30 feet in height and width, that just sort of recedes into the earth. And standing directly in front of you, there is one dwarf holding one torch, looking at you with one eye. Did I hear you then?
I'm looking for safe passage from the demons above.
Where are you trying to go?
Hopefully somewhere where I can sleep for the night. I was making my way up to the north part of the continent. I didn't realize how bad it got over here.
Where are you trying to go?
I'm not sure if I'm misunderstanding you or if you're just continuing to say, where are you trying to go over and over again?
He did say where you're trying to go.
To an inn. To sleep.
Your friend Dory?
What was that?
Your friend Dory?
I just look at him dead square in the face and go, can you give me a place to sleep here?
Hey, man. And he'll turn and start walking into the inky black void.
I will follow.
All right.
That was like, for Seymour, the most frustrating thing ever.
Oh.
It's like, you're fucking with me. I know you're fucking with me. You're the one guy at the end of the stuff. This is your thing. I know you're fucking with me, but I have to be nice to you.
Raven, I've seen it before, but Raven and I just started watching King of the Hill, and we've gotten to the point in the season where Megalomart blows up, and the 911 operator's like, "Boom, like, sir, I'm going to need you to slow down." And Boomhauer's just like, "Dang old Megalomart, dang old." One of my favorite moments of that show. Anyway, yeah, you.
That is exactly.
Great moment. Great moment.
You journey into the darkness, and slowly gives way to light as you see this stone city. Just, you can see every single chisel mark, that allows this underground city to exist. That each scrape of the chisel allows for a wall, allows for a ceiling. The fact that they've created 30, 40, 50 feet of headspace above you. Incredible. You're not sure exactly how or why you're able to breathe fresh, clean air, but you can tell the air that you're breathing is coming from the outside. It still has that bite of cold, of fresh winter air. As you find yourself starting to walk through, albeit small, but completely stone underground town. And you are led to an inn in which there are a number of dwarves gathered around, drinking. It seems like kind of just waiting. You get the sense that this is their storm shelter. And you have found perhaps a shelter of your own. But you can see that as you're walking into the town that the dwarves' conversation never stops, but it certainly slows. And the decibel level drops as they follow you with their eyes. But you are led to an inn, and the one-eyed dwarf that has guided you there is like, burps, and says, "Right there. What you say? And welcome to Nevada."
Okay, Boomhauer.
Thank you for your time and your guidance. And I wish you the best on the rest of your shift.
And
Thank you. I appreciate that.
no.
I will find you if I need you again.
As he wanders back towards the door.
I'm like guessing at what he's saying at this point. I was like, oh, maybe he's just being a nice town guard. If you need anything, come find me again. And I was like, oh, sure, yeah. Like, seems like a nice guy at least. He means well.
What I had.
Intimidating, but not. And to answer your question above the table, Dwarvish is not one of the languages I have.
Man, if only you knew somebody who could speak Dwarvish that you didn't just leave to go talk to dwarves.
Wait, is that what I sound like?
I mean, dwarves speak common too, but hey.
Apparently not.
All right. And as
I
you
don't
are
think that was a registered language.
You would think that.
as you are deposited at the center of this stone city, we are going to go through one more turn rotation unofficially.
That guy was talking cursive.
That guy was talking wingdings.
Yeah.
Bobby Joe, can I get you to make an acrobatics check?
Ugh. It better not be a shitty one this time.
Wrong person.
19.
Okay.
I don't like your stupid dice. They're cursed.
I don't like you.
Bobby Joe, you continue climbing and reach the top of the mountain. Your hand finally finds no longer a sheer vertical face, but is able to find a shelf. You are able to pull yourself up, and as you look down 200 feet, Buck, Sledge, and Desto, you are now, quick math, you are 100 feet away from the base of where Bobby Joe started climbing. If you were to throw Desto right now, he would be halfway up the mountain.
How, like, from where we are to where she is, how far is that? How far up is she?
Okay. I mean,
we're 100 feet away. How far up is she?
She is 200 feet.
Triangulation here.
Yeah. So
Okay.
100 squared plus 200 squared equals what squared?
Oh, God. Jesus.
100 plus 200 is 300, Brent.
No,
But that's not how the math works there.
that's not how the math works. Oh, fuck me.
I was just trying to.
I know. I hate. You're making me do math. I hate math, Tyler.
I'm not making you do anything. This is what you wanted to do. This is the door that you chose.
You're having to add like actual physics and shit to it. Yeah, if you high enough roll, you can huck him to her. Like
huck to her.
Huck to her.
All right, cool. Roll a nat 20 and Desto is on the top of the mountain.
No, Tyler, Jesus.
Do it.
We'll get to the fucking base of the mountain. You're not making it fun. Let me do my shenanigans.
I feel like giving you
Give you
200 feet of throwing distance. Always got to be something more.
He's not throwing me 200 feet.
Fair enough.
He's throwing me 5 or 4, and I'm getting the other
60 feet, and you are getting 140 feet based on a jump and a fly. Fair point. Okay. So, Bobby Joe, given that you are at the top of the mountain, what would you like to do now that you're at the top?
Well, I guess I kind of want to see what's going on at the top of the mountain. Can I roll like a, I don't know, investigation or perception?
Well, yeah, let's do a perception here.
Okay. Here's my perception. That's persuasion. Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh.
Nat 20.
She stole your 20, Brett. She stole your nat.
So,
thank God it matters.
you look around. You look around and see that at the top of this mountain, as these stone rings had begun to close in, they close in on a tight ring, kind of within the center of this plateau. You walk a few steps closer. You can see that the ring is no longer like jagged outcroppings, these like spikes designed to keep people on the other side. It is now stone that is rounded inward and kind of has this like, it's stone, but it has this like weird cross hatching pattern. And you see the shape that, now that you're looking at it, There's really no other way to describe it other than it looks like a nest.
Oh shit.
Grab more animals.
All the dragons.
I don't think you climb into it. Correct me if I'm wrong about what Bobby Joe is doing here, but I think you do get close enough that you are able to kind of see. No. We'll say it's about 3 feet in height for the nest. So, not so much that you can't climb into it if you were to so choose, but and also not enough that it obscures completely your view of what's in the nest, which, as of this moment, is nothing.
So there's nothing in the nest.
You can see where there is snow. You can see where there are pickings of like thatch roof or like gravel that are sort of laid out in the nest as though it is a creature trying to make this space a little more comfortable than just like a sheer rock face. But there are no indentations of eggs. There are no eggs in this nest. There's no birds in this nest. There's no creatures in this nest. You can also see to your right sort of this weird, I guess, like chasm with like a little overhang over top of it. And on a nat 20, you also see approaching, in the distance still, but approaching, a giant earthen bird, wings flapping, coming in for a landing towards this nest.
Oh, do whatever you want.
Bobby Joe, you see the earth phoenix alighting into its nest. It does not seem to have seen you yet. What would you like to do?
I want to go sit in the middle of the nest.
Okay. You climb into the nest. And we will check back in with Seymour. Seymour, what are you getting up to as you have been basically dropped into the middle of a storm-sheltered dwarven town? Everyone's eyeing you, but no one's approaching you. You're muted.
Yep.
You caught that one, though.
So,
you caught it.
I did this time. Before I got too far. So I'm in the tavern. I walk up to, or the inn, I should say. I assume it's the traditional bar downstairs, bed upstairs kind of place. Or
I
no?
would say it's...
Or is it bar upstairs, downstairs is beds? Because they dug deeper.
I see. Yeah. Bar downstairs, beds upstairs.
I'm just
okay.
curious where this goes.
Not good.
I would walk up to the bartender and go, I am looking for a room and a drink.
Right, a room and a drink, are you? All right, well, we've got dwarven ale for you, or there is the house specialty of a bit of... Oh, where is it? We've got some Dragonborn bourbon, also, if you'd like it. But room I can do you for. And I suppose welcome to the underground city.
It's canon. The Dragon in America.
I'll just take an ale.
All right, then.
I appreciate the.
Here's an ale, and there's your room, and hands you like a room key with like a like piece of rock attached to it, like a crystal attached to it. No. And he like throws an elbow over the bar. I don't know if you noticed, but you're not exactly looking like the locals here. Mind if I ask you where you come from, friend?
I'm from Shigalia. I was traveling for work and then was gonna go meet up with an old friend on the north side of this continent and did not realize the situation I showed up to here.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's been a few weeks of this. I think they're planning something, but who's to say? Well, you enjoy your ale then, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you. My name's Bertram.
Thanks, Bertram. I appreciate it. And for probably the next like couple minutes, I will casually sit, drink my beer, take note of the fact that anybody who is in there is probably kind of like you said, just eyeing me here and there. Like, yes, I know I don't belong. Yes, I know I look a little different than everybody else here, but at that point, it's okay. Hey, I'm just a guy here at a bar grabbing a drink. Won't make waves for a little bit. Doesn't seem like the bartender wants to talk too much, but he's like ready for when I.
Sure. Okay.
So I'll take my drink. I'll hang out. I have my room, and I'll patiently wait until probably my second or third beer before I say something to him.
Okay. Sounds good. We will cut back to the other half of the party. Buck, Desto, and Sledge. You get to the point where you are at the base of the cliff face that Bobby Joe just climbed. You are looking 200 feet straight up. Buck, this is the first point where you have felt confident that if I were to throw Desto, based on maybe, we'll say either intuition about you as party members, maybe you've talked this plan through before. Either way, Brent, you as a player know that if you were to huck Desto right now, he wouldn't have to touch the rock face. He would land perfectly at the top of this plateau of the mountain.
This is something that we have discussed in character. And so I'm big.
You are big.
I just will kind of look down at this little tiny bird in my hand and is, are you ready to fly?
Let's do it.
And I throw him. And as I do so, I'm thinking of in terms of like action economy. Have I moved on this turn?
You've moved half your movement on this turn.
Right. I will throw Desto. I will then rage, which gives me... I can move half of my movement when I rage.
Cool, so you get all your movement back.
And I would begin just... I am Andre the Giant in Princess Bride. I am climbing this mountain.
I gotcha.
With Desto, wherever he is...
Well, you've thrown Desto, but Sledge is...
Not Desto, Sledge.
Yeah.
I've got Sledge wherever he is on me, and we're climbing the cliffs of insanity.
Okay, excellent. While I begin narrating what the fastball special looks like, if I could have you make a athletics check, and I think I'm going to lock in athletics for you, but you will do so with advantage either because of enlarge or because of Sledge helping you. Either way.
Okay, so athletics with advantage?
Athletics with advantage. As you begin to throw Desto from the base of the mountain, you get like a full anime smear frame moment where you have this like glorious wind up, the background of whatever stone and snow and wind is blowing around you, just fades away. It is just like crystalline blue swirls as you wind up this throw and launch Desto, hurtling him towards the top of this mountain. Desto, you get about 60 feet in the air, and right as you begin to, just barely feel the speed reduction begin to happen, you sprout dragon wings from your back and are able to propel yourself with one flap of these dragon wings the rest of the 120 feet you needed to summit to get to the top of this mountain, and are able to alight on the top of this plateau. The dragon wings magically fade from your back, and you look around and you see Bobby Joe sort of halfway throwing her leg over this nest barrier, climbing into the nest.
How far away is she from me?
I will say at this point, she is... You know what? Let's roll a D100. She is 65 feet away from you.
I'm just gonna. I know I used all my movement, so I'm just gonna yell. I'm just gonna yell after her, like, "Hey, wait up!"
All right, Bobby Joe, you're straddling this nest, climbing into it, as you hear, "Hey, wait up."
I know what Kayla would do, but
I'm not asking what Kayla would do. I'm asking what Bobby Joe would do.
Bobby Joe's gonna pause and look back.
Just for my
Damn right she is.
Just for my own education here and knowing who I'm playing with, what would Kayla do?
Get in the middle of the fucking nest and sit there and wait for Bird Mommy.
Okay. Okay, cool. So Bobby Joe hesitates for a moment. We're going to leave Bobby Joe straddled on the edge of the nest. Desto's on top of the plateau, yelling out for Bobby Joe. Buck, you've just rolled an athletics check. What did you roll?
I rolled a on the dice of 14 for a total of 24.
24. You are able to scale 60 feet of this mountain. You have another 120, 130 feet left to climb before you get to the top of the mountain. But you're a third of the way there.
Good to know.
The earthen phoenix is drawing closer and closer to their nest. They have not landed, but with a bird of this size landing on a plateau that is probably in total about 100 to 120 feet in diameter, or in area. It's a pinpoint landing for this bird, and so it kind of needs to make a loop or two to reduce some of its speed. So it's doing that. It's at a low cruising altitude. It has made one lap around to sort of size up where it's landing. Desto and Bobby Joe, you can see this bird getting a lot closer.
But once I see it, I'm just like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
It's probably about 60 to 100 feet away from you in the air in this moment. Sledge, you're just riding along on Buck's shoulders, having a grand old time, as we will once more cut to Seymour.
Oh, bitch.
Underground, in this tavern, Seymour, you've I will allow you to tell, or excuse me, I will not allow you. You will tell me how much of this drink that you've drank. Are you?
I would say I'm probably, given that it's not like a 1-for-1 time scale of 6 seconds or 12 seconds for a turn to
Right.
12 seconds back at me. I would say that I'm probably hitting the bottom third of my drink at this point.
Cool.
Before I'm kind of like sloshing it around and beginning to think like, all right, like I want to try to get a little more information out of this bartender. He's probably just as interested in me.
All right. Is there anything that you are doing as you are drinking to converse with either the bartender or any of the locals?
Where I'm sitting at the bar, are there people like lined up at the bar next to me, or is it like I'm the one guy at the bar sitting there while people are at tables with others?
No, I would say of the bar stools that are kind of surrounding this bar, I'd say about half of them are full, half of them are empty. So you kind of got the men's bathroom agreed upon space between each of you. And then there are a few groups hanging out at different tables, and the tables sort of like bleed into different bar stools, right? Like if there's a table close to a bar stool, one of the group might be sitting on the bar stool, but
Turned around
facing the table. Yeah. So there's, I would say, probably about 5 different pockets of like anywhere from 4 to 6 dwarves talking amongst themselves. All of them at some point eyeing you. I'm like, what's this guy's deal? But I don't know that any of them make the move to bring you into their conversation or make you a part of it.
Okay. Are there any of the people that are sitting at the bar somewhat close to me, like by themselves at all?
Yep.
Or is it everybody grouped?
Yeah, the guy to your left is by himself.
Okay. So I would start with like the one-on-one there conversation. I'd be like, so how long have you guys been down here now? Is this normal, or is this like the upstairs district? Like, how long has that not been looking good?
No, this is sort of like an emergency sort of situation, and no, it's we've been down here. What has it been? Fucking, I know they ran out the good stuff like a week ago. About a month.
Is it for the weather, or is it for the creatures?
No, what, summer? In the middle of summer? We'd be down here? No. No, it's because of those fucking demons. And it's not even them so much, it's more the, that big fucking flying bit of earth.
Big bird looking thing up there?
Yeah, you seen it?
Thought I caught a glimpse of it, but
Yeah, no, it'd fly down here and, rain rocks down and you'd see all these sort of outcrop. And it's just got those, it was unsafe walking around and, what else? Unsafe walking around and then, the demons on top of it and we weren't able to fight them either.
sounds like you guys have had a rough bit for a while here. So
Yeah, I mean, sort of taking it on the chin, but that's part of it. That's why we got these thick beers to sort of brace the impact.
I kind of lift the drink up a little bit. Well, cheers to thick beers, then.
To thick beards. And as you cheers, you see a younger dwarf who's more just kind of got, we'll say the kind of beard that I've got, right? Like just barely, or not barely, but like it qualifies as a beard for a human. For a dwarf, this is basically 5 o'clock shadow. And and he runs in just like breathing heavy, and he's like, there's something up on the mountain. Hey, there's people up there. There's the birds landing. And you see that the
What kind of
dwarves start
fucking
to
idiots would go up there?
you see the dwarves start to gather around, like trying to get details of, all right, is there people up there? Like, what do you mean there's people up there? And he starts explaining. that he
Seymour knows
saw,
exactly what idiots are up
like,
there.
There's this large, brown, abominable thing climbing up the face of the mountain. This guy saw a woman actually like get all the way to the top of the mountain. They threw a bird. I didn't know that was something you could do. And then the bird had dragon wings. And then like there's like a full 10-minute stoppage where it's like, what do you mean the bird had dragon wings? The birds have wings. He's like, I know birds have wings. This wasn't that kind of wing though. It had scales on it. They're like, what do you mean it had scales? Birds have feathers. Like, I know birds have feathers. That's not what I'm talking about. And then when they finally get past that, it's also like, and then he was carrying a dwarf, and they're like, the dwarf wasn't climbing the rocks, and he's like, no, I don't know what's going on there either, but he seemed very comfortable in the back. And like it's all hysterical. They're trying to calm him down, and the more that they ask him questions, the more hysterical he gets, but then he calms down. Like, it's just, you watch this go on for probably about a full 20 minutes.
Is it fair to say that at this point, instead of being fearful or worried, I'm just laughing? The same way that everybody here's fanatically like engrossed in this story, like laughing, cheering, like, what? No. And he threw the bird? Oh. Like,
yeah, no, that's absolutely fair to say.
I'm like the guy in the background. They're like, wait, so he had dragon wings? Well, of course birds have wings. No, you're not listening to me here. It's this. Like,
So
and if you would even allow it, I think it is well within Seymour's character to like kind of mimic the dwarvish voices that he's already heard, just contributing to the mass of people. You're in the back, kind of behind your hand, adding dwarven voices to this because you know that will further agitate it in a humorous fashion.
100%. I'm taking anything from what I've heard today to Sledge's voice to dwarves I went to school with, like any dwarvish voice I can pull out, just like, oh no, like ever.
AJ, I know that you did have something to say. What did I cut you off from? I'm sorry.
Did you say he sat there and listened like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so
it takes. I will specify. It takes 20 minutes for the full details of this story to like unfold.
So does this mean that when we get back to the top of the mountain, that's like the beginning of this 20-minute conversation? So then, canonically, whatever happens on top of the mountain has already happened.
Do you really want to hold me to that?
I don't know.
Or do we want to say that time is fuzzy and we're enjoying it?
Hey, we're almost into the Underdark, and there's like time is funny in the Underdark, so it's happening at the same time.
We're saying time is fuzzy.
Let me be a douche, Tyler.
I can't help that, AJ. So yeah, you eventually are able to piece together exactly what is being reported by this dwarven scout. Taz/Seymour, you know exactly what's going on. Your friends have summited the mountain and are now endeavoring to at least investigate, if not engage with, the Earth Phoenix. What would Seymour like to do in this moment?
So Seymour's going to kind of like look around the group and be like, oh, any of you guys going to do anything about it?
You see that like a couple of them are like, I mean, I was probably going to grab a cask and see out there, and I don't know. I've heard of this new, I'm trying to get this new thing off the ground. It's called tailgating. And I figure we can just sort of watch from a distance. and still enjoy our snacks and provisions and such, but not actually be involved or not even really engage ourselves in the arena in which things are taking place. We can just sort of watch from outside.
Just be in the ambiance of it.
Right. Just sort of soak up the feeling.
Brother, I think you are on something.
And possibly engage in this new thing called armchair quarterbacking. I don't know what a quarterback is, but
I'm engaged in that right now.
It's called barstool brawling. We sit back in our bar stools and talk about how we would have brawled differently.
So, you see a couple of dwarves like grabbing cask and like throwing money down in order to pay the bar to take those, and they're throwing them over their shoulders. Yeah.
So I start to see people paying, and I look at like how much it is a keg, and I go, I'll buy 2 if somebody can carry them for me. And you can split it with me.
You see 4 dwarves immediately start pushing each other, trying to be the 2 that can carry them. And like it's all 4 of them, even though like one of them pushes the one nearest to him to the side. He like goes out of his way to push another one, and it is like every single like in Atlanta it's the tool, like the Home Depot tools, but like whenever you go to a baseball game and they have that like 7th inning like race, that kind of vibe is what these dwarves are doing to try and get to be the 2 that carry these kegs for you.
And I just like pick call me a tool that like pushes all the way through, and then I see another guy with like another one in a headlock that's like rushed up there, be like, "No, I'm Freddy." I'm like, you with the good guy in the headlock, not the one in the headlock, the one with the headlock.
That's right. That's right. Who's your daddy? And tosses him to the side.
You too. I'll pay for these. We share them. You carry.
Sounds great. And they will carry those kegs as you wander outside. You see, Buck, can I have you make another athletics check?
Fine. It's fine. We're all fine.
Actually, I'm going to have you go ahead and make 2.
Okay. I am still at advantage, right? I mean, I am because I'm raging.
Yep.
So that is a 29.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me the last one.
And a 19.
Okay. Buck, as the earthen phoenix lands in its nest, in which Bobby Joe is fully in the nest, Desto, what did you do in this time? You had, we'll call it 2 turns. You called out wait. Actually, let me rewind very briefly. Desto, you called out wait to Bobby Joe. How are you resolving this? And keep in mind that you've got basically 2 turns to figure out where you guys are at. But I will cede the floor to you and Bobby Joe to kind of tell me what's going on here.
I'm running to her.
Okay, Bobby Joe, what are you doing?
Whoa. There's a weird echo. I don't know. Can I tell that it's him?
Yeah, for sure.
I guess I would pause.
Okay.
Well, Bobby Joe would pause because of Desto. So I guess I won't climb into the nest just yet.
Okay.
And I'll find out what Desto wants.
I mean, this is real time. He's running towards you. He's telling you to stop. You stop climbing in. Desto, you're approaching closer. But y'all just have the conversation.
Okay. How the fuck did you get up here? What do you need? How did you find me?
I got thrown and then flew. What the fuck is going on? Why did you leave? I don't even know what happened.
You got thrown and then you flew? And I left because y'all were fighting. Or, well, you weren't really fighting.
I wasn't fighting.
You were taking a nap. You were useless. So I got overwhelmed and I just left.
All right. There's a giant fucking bird flying right now towards us, but we've been together since who knows when. You're just gonna up and leave me while I'm asleep? Really? That's the kind of friendship we have after all we've been through.
That's a deeper cut than I thought it was going to be. That was not my goal, sir. I just felt like I needed to leave this situation because I was overwhelmed.
All right, we can discuss this later, but there's a giant fucking bird flying towards us right now. We're probably going to die. It's just me and you up here. We need to game plan something. Not that we really have enough time to do that, but
Are we afraid of the bird? Should we be afraid of the bird?
yes,
Okay.
we've fought them before. We're probably gonna die.
One?
Are you sure?
We haven't fought this one.
Not this one. We fought other ones. We don't know what to expect here.
But then we got in trouble because we weren't supposed to kill it and we killed it.
I believe you, but
So we don't even have the thing to catch it. Buck's on his way up here.
So we just need to stall then.
We're gonna have to stall. I can talk to it.
That's true.
I can. I mean,
You're the bird.
above the table, I can speak any language.
I was going to get in there and just kind of wait to see if it would accept me, but you're the bird. So
I am a bird. Why don't we do this? Go find some place to kind of hide a little bit right outside the nest. I'll stay in the nest and I'll try to talk to it.
I don't really
Maybe
know
I
if
can
there's
stall.
except for that creepy cavern, which isn't giving off good vibes right
Well,
now.
Tyler, just to ask, she had to climb into the nest, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say
So,
that she's in
is
the
there-
nest.
Is there like possibly a spot where she could like climb out of the nest and kind of hide behind it
Yeah, for
a
sure.
little bit? I mean, I don't know if it'll really like hide you, but
I'll just hide on like the outer edge of the nest, I guess.
Yeah, no, for sure that's an option.
So do I have enough time to like tell her real quick what I'm going to say?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is probably not going to work. This is probably a terrible idea, but this is all we have. I'm going to tell the bird that, they're in danger, that the dragon people or something are trying to kill them, and
Don't say dragon people. I have a dragon.
the people are trying to kill them. Whatever. We don't have time. I'm going to say the people are trying to kill them, and we're trying to keep them safe, and we have to get them inside the little ball thing we have.
The ball.
I just got thrown 200 feet. I was unconscious. I took a little nap. I don't know what's going on. I'm stressed out. Get out of the nest.
Oh my lord. I just
with
hide on
that-
the other side of the nest and wait.
Bobby Joe hides on the other side of the nest. The Earth Phoenix lands as everyone, at least everyone except Seymour, feels the impact as it shakes the mountain as it lands.
You better play baby bird.
Buck and Sledge, it is at this moment that you are able to put your hand on the plateau of the mountain and pull yourself up to see the scene
thank goodness.
unfolding in front of you.
Is he still big?
I will say I have rule of cool allowed him to be big much longer than he technically should have been. It is at this point that he is no longer big.
Lame.
Once he steps foot on the top of the mountain, he will shrink back to normal Buck size, which is still large. Or small, depending on what he wants. And Seymour, from a vantage point, we'll call it 500 feet away, like a mountain over. You, along with probably a dozen other dwarves, are now watching your friends engage with the Earth Phoenix. And this is where we will pick up next session